Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Monday, March the 15th, 2024. Monday, March the 15th. Well, we had a lot of time spent with Kevin really talking to Marshall Curtis and Stella, about unfortunately the really the way it was, especially in the areas of mental health. You know, he explained the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it brought some closure to everyone, you know. And Kevin said, no, unfortunately, that doctor was notorious, and he was trying to make a name and just the con- the control group that he was basing everybody against was definitely not a minority demographic control group. And that's how all that unfairness came in. So, I like the fact that they opened it up and they wrapped up the incident in a nice, neat little bow in today's episode. So it's not going to be knock down, drag out. I'm appreciating that, everybody. Okay. Um, Diane has real good talks. I mean, a nice talk to Alexis, letting Alexis know that bottom line, the way it was done, there were some definite holes. And remember, Alexis did not fight. And Alexis says, I didn't fight because I was guilty. Right. And Diane said, she goes, I was, guilty of lying, for Neil Burns, and then he ended up losing his license anyway. She says, but yet, Alexis, what else were you doing during that time? And Alexis says, I was drinking heavily and hiding it. And Diane said, yes, you were. Okay. So not to mention, were you under the influence and your state of mind was not in self-preservation, self-protection. She goes, as a matter of fact, Alexis, you didn't even use me. You fought this all on your own, ill-advised. She said, but you know what? Now we're going to go back in and we're going to correct it. And Alexis says, but Diane, I may not have fought it, but I did tell the truth. And Diane looked at her and said, truth is subjective. Yikes. She said, how many people do you know who have not told the truth and gotten away with everything? She's saying, so what we're going to do, she goes, I need you to get this savior complex out of your brain. As far as you got to save everybody else. Right now, you're going to save you. And I need you to think, to give you some motivation and inspiration, how much you want to get out of here, how much you can stand what this paper is turning into. That is going to be your motivation to overturn what you did, to work with me to overturn what you did. She said, because Alexis, bottom line, the law is subjective. And I can bring in enough subjective arguments to get you reinstated. She's like, now are you with me or not? So that was good because she was a slush, hiding the liquor. She was drinking. She didn't defend herself. She wasn't acting in her right mind. It may have been the truth, but the truth with different extenuating circumstances, right? So good, good. I'm glad they're going. Look, if they could go back and undo the Heather Weber storyline. I was reading Comment Corner. Comment Corner was like, at what point? Because Heather said she had this hip replacement in her late 20s, early 30s, some horrible ski accident. And they're like, okay, that was obviously a horrible ski accident that none of us was privy to on watching General Hospital, right? Because all the chaos Heather was doing, you know, there was no time for no ski accident, but you know what? They're rewriting history. So, a part of the rewriting of history that I do not like is okay, Nina's still at Dex's, right? And told Jocelyn pretty much, you know, ask your boyfriend, Jocelyn. You're a smart girl. Because Jocelyn looks at him and says, did you come out of Cyrus for no? Did you have a hospital uniform on? And he goes, yes. And then Nina goes, you're a smart girl. You'll figure it out. And she turns and she walks away. Now, that was one of those, like we said, and like I said, that was almost a jumping the shark moment because they wanted that stupid bit of information about Dex going into Cyrus's room to come out. So they engineer a situation where Nina comes to his house. See, and there was, yeah, she wanted to put a wedge between Jocelyn and Dex, but guess what? She completely assumed Dex didn't tell Jocelyn. When realistically, Dex told Jocelyn pretty much everything except for that, right? But Adam was going through his thing, and Jocelyn, when she was going on her high, mighty horse with Dex, see? Now Dex is seeing how world according to Jocelyn. Because now that she found out you were going to kill a defenseless old man, oh no. Cyrus is a defenseless old man. Okay. Uh, Jocelyn has wanted people dead. SmackDown did. Yes, she has. It just didn't happen. But she told Dex, the idiot, told her everything. The idiot. Because she said you were going in there to ask him some questions, right? He should have said exactly, Joss. I knew he couldn't have visitors. So I had to put on that to blend in to get the answers we needed. But no, he has to be like a puppy dog. I didn't want to do it. Sonny made me do it. She goes, Sonny didn't make you do that. Well, I had to prove my loyalty. That was the only way. She goes, you could have said no, but then I could have been killed. She goes, but this is the man you defended, Dex. This is the man that you insisted you wanted to stay working for. And so Dex says, well, my feelings have changed for Sonny. And I kind of looked at the computer screen and I thought, well, at what point? When, Dex, and why did your feelings change towards Sonny? Because remember, you admired Sonny. You knew who Sonny was. And he told Jocelyn, well, I've killed before. She says, I know you've killed before, but that was in self-defense. This man was laying in a hospital bed and couldn't even defend himself, and you were going to kill him because Sonny ordered you to do it. So anyway, she goes, you are not the man that I thought you were. I held you on this pedestal. Isn't that interesting? Yes, you did, baby girl. For some strange reason. You couldn't hold Jason on a pedestal, right? Couldn't. Told Carly she can't believe she turned the other way with everything Jason did. Couldn't hold Sonny on a pedestal. But for some reason, she held Dex on a pedestal. because he's the man that she had passionate sex with, period. See, she controlled Cameron. Dex taught the girl a few things because she's way younger than him, okay? But all of a sudden, that meant Jocelyn put Dex all up here. And now, because Jocelyn didn't hear what she wanted to hear, oh no, I can't live with that. Oh no, I'm out of here. Jocelyn did not want. I can't do this anymore. And I thought, well, wait a minute. Before Nina came, what was Dex doing? Dex was leaving town. What was Jocelyn doing? No, don't go, don't go. You don't have to go. You choosing to go, don't go. And now you're gonna make it like I'm the one ending this relationship when Dex was walking away before Nina knocked on the door. Are you kidding me, Jocelyn? As you stomp off like the immature child you are. And then she goes crying to the gallery to Trina, telling her, he's not who I thought he was. And I wish he would leave town and never come back. Oh, okay. Okay. And then they had Dex pick up the phone trying to get onto the police non-emergency line. And I'm like, okay, if they decide to write this, that Dex is going to dime on Sonny, I'm gonna have a problem with General Hospital. The writers, seriously, because guess what? It made no sense for them to bring Dex back into the story. Seriously, somebody else, the paramedics could have got there in time and saved Dante. For them to have Jocelyn go through all that to bring Dex into town, for Dex now to actually turn on Sonny, a hit does deserve to be put out on him. He, after this little brat, went out his door stomping her feet. He opens up his box and he takes out some cognac and he's getting ready to drown his sorrows in some alcohol. And that's when he decides he's going to make a call. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, Dex? Sonny had Brick do a fake identification for you. Sonny had you hidden in a safe house. Sonny was set up a bank account with money in it for you, and you were going to be able to just leave. And you have the nerve because Jocelyn Jacks pitched a fit for some business you should have never told her in the first place. Dex deserved to go. Seriously. Jason need to take him out. And shame on Brick. Brick, for never finding out any information on Dex, except for, oh, he had a larger sum of money deposited into his bank account. So what? We still don't know nothing about Dex, about his family, about nothing. Unbelievable. You guys, that kind of, that left a bad taste in my mouth, the whole Dex situation. So then Nina goes to the gallery and Trina and Ava were talking, but I need to speak. Can I speak to you? So Trina says, okay, I'll go check on the shipment or something was late being shipped there. I'll go check on that in the back. She begs Ava, help me get Sonny back. Help me do so. See, you're a grown woman. You're running around all over help me with Sonny. The only thing she hasn't done was go to Carly and say, help me get Sonny back. He won't speak to me. Well, then, Chick, he won't speak to you. And Ava didn't want to do it, but Ava's like, oh. Trina comes. She comes from the back, telling Ava she tracked down the shipment. It's just gonna be late, but it's gonna be delivered. And she sees Ava, looking around for her purse, and she goes, "Is everything okay?" And Ava's like, "I just gotta go take care of something." And so she picks up her purse and her coat, and she turns to walk out, and Nina put her arm around her. Thank you. So Ava gets into Dante's room with Sonny, and Sonny is sitting by Dante's side. And he's got his head down. And she walks up and she tenderly puts her hand on his shoulder. And he's like, she goes, how is, and he goes, like, look, it's the same. And he goes, I'm surprised they let you in here. She says, well, they told me at the nurse's station that, he's still holding his own. And he goes, and they're not even supposed to give out information like that, you know, to you or to people. And she goes, well, perhaps they thought I wasn't. And he looked at her. She goes, Nina. And he goes, don't you say that name to me. And she takes her hand like off of his shoulder. And she goes, no, no, I understand. No. I just came here to check on Dante and be here for you. Because Ava asked Nina, what do you expect to happen? I want Sonny to put his attention on me, and how much he loves us. And so Ava said, so in other words, you want the man to take his attention off his son who could be dying and put his attention on you. And Nina stands there like, well, that sounds bad, but no, what I mean is I want him to let me see him through this. Lean on me. So anyway, Ava says, I'm here for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, and she stood a little bit away more to the foot of Dante's bed. I'm going to just be right over here. I'm not going to say a word, but I'm going to be here for you. See, because Ava's looking at Sonny now with tenderness in her eyes. And Sonny is letting her. But what they're failing to realize, or even in the writing, is Sonny was pissed off that Michael didn't tell him what Nina did. And Carly was pissed off at that too. He betrayed Sonny because he didn't tell. But yet you notice, everybody, it still hasn't come out that Ava knew. And Sonny is not stupid. He knows that Nina and Ava are friends and they talk about everything. Do you notice he has not even asked Ava? Did you know that that Nina turned Carly and Drew into the SEC? He hasn't even asked Ava that one little bit. But he was so willing to shut the door in Michael's face for knowing, right? And then added fuel to the fire, him finding out about Dex working for Sonny and Mike. I mean, Carly and Michael. But still, Ava knew. And don't let Nina tell Sonny. Ava's the one that gave her the idea. which she did. Which she did. So talk about deceiving you, Sonny. Talk about benefiting for seeds that you planted, Ava. And now you're just burying roots in the sand where Sonny is concerned. Nina's going to see it, and I think Nina's going to be the one to blow the whistle on Ava gladly because Nina's vindictive like that. Period. 100%. 100%. So anyway, I think that is it. Yep, that's it. So that's it. Still not ready for comment corners, but oh my goodness, everybody, 60 comments. You guys are doing phenomenally with these comments on Comment Corner. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. So I'll be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital